Would you like to come out today? Oh, yes, please, said Edward. So they lit his fire, made lots of steam, and Edward puffed away.
Been a hot minute since I last did one of these, eh? You know what this is all about, probably. Let's just get into it. Fact 1. To this day, the NWR still has, while more infrequent than they used to be, milk trains, which serve the dairies of Tidmouth and Ellsbridge, and help farmers get their milk to London much more quickly. These are some of the only express freight services left on the NWR. Fact 2. On the subject of dairies, while many farms still use the NWR network to transport milk, Olstead is the only village to get it imported using the railway. Every week, Thomas or Daisy takes a milk van up with them on their first train of the day. Olstead actually relies a great deal on the railway, as the mountain roads nowadays are seen as too dangerous to be safely crossed during bad weather. Fact 3. The Sodor Shipping Company and the Sodor Cargo Company are two rival companies that compete viciously for domination over sundry exports. They were started by two brothers, and after a falling out, supposedly over a shipment of gravel, they split off from their father's company and began their own. The Sodor Shipping Company is based at Knapford, while the Sodor Cargo Company is based at Vickerstown. However, both companies have divisions in Brendam, Arlesburg, and Kirkronan. Fact 4. When Rex and Bert were delivered to the Arlesdale Railway in '66, Rex's steam tender, which proves unsuccessful on his old railway, was dismantled by Crovan's Gate, and its parts were used to build Mike the Mallet. He was designed to take the ballast trains, which is why he prefers trucks to coaches. Fact 5. Riley is a miniature-gauge diesel who was built in the late 50s by a company somewhere in southern Pennsylvania. She worked on a farm railway for several years, until the farm closed sometime in 1965. Luckily, Fergus Duncan would find her on a holiday, and as plans for the Arlesdale Railway were being made, she was purchased to help build it, along with Rex and Bert. Essentially, she replaced the blisters in my AU, who don't exist because they smell. And now for the questions. Flint Swenson 8234 asks, is there an LAR V4 or other V-Class 262? Yes, there are in fact. I'm a fellow lover of the V4s, so I just had to include one on my AU Sodor. Her full name is Bantam Swan, similar to her siblings, but she prefers to just go by Sylvia for short. Another V on the island is a newly built one of 2004, Brooke. She does odd jobs around the island, and is essentially the reboot's version of Nia as a V3. A Collect Movie asks, is Lady painted purple or in an NWR livery? Lady, or Lucy as she's called, is painted yellow. I just think it looks nice. They also asked, was Emily one of the S&M engines? I know a lot of other fans have said that Emily worked in the S&M, which is an interesting idea, but one that's not really plausible in my AU. She was instead donated by a preservationist in the early 70s. For some reason, I got two questions involving engines and getting traumatized, so I'm going to try and answer them both in one go. A few engines on Sodor do have trauma from their past, some notable ones being Neville from his War Department days, and the S&M's number 3 Matthew, from an incident involving the S&M's number 4 meeting its end. They've been helped through it thanks to friends and therapists the Fat Controller has paid for, because he's a cool guy like that. Engine therapists aren't really a thing. It's hard for an engine to go to psychology classes, but a few know a thing or two about how to help those with things on their mind. I'd like to apologize for two things. One, the fact I didn't answer everybody's questions. There were so many, and I tried to split the 10-fact cap I've set for myself evenly between questions and my own things. And the fact my upload schedule has sort of gone to bi-weekly. This isn't intentional, and I hope to get back on track, soon. But life's been a little rough lately. Things are getting better though, so expect new videos soon. Until next time, this is EdwardsDayOut, signing off.